probably fairly recent because it wasn't something I intended doing. I studied architecture originally, and then I ended up playing in bands and various things, but making films, directing and writing, but all the time, because me and a few friends were involved in a recording studio, so I had access to being able to record music. So I wrote music for a couple of shorts, including Lenny Abrahamson's first film called Three Joes. And then all through doing other stuff, I was always writing music. But never intended to end up doing what I do. But for various reasons, I just kept getting asked to do stuff. I think not necessarily to do with talent, but just being able to actually deliver a score, I think, for years. And then I suppose the last 10 years, I was doing a lot of Irish features, and in particularly with Lenny Abrahamson. And I think as his stock rose, it lifted mine. Well, we shared a flat for all through our 20s, and I think a lot of the references that we would have, cinematic references or cultural references, would be very similar. And we'd have a shorthand way of describing ideas or feelings that we would want. And I think it's a thing that's based in a similar taste or language. And to be honest, I think Len's faith in me, or he saw something in me which I probably didn't know that I had. So even in films like Frank, which was a huge challenge, I think Len just thought that I could do it, and because he thought I could do it, I kind of felt I could. But they're very difficult. Those things are very difficult to analyze, and it's probably just as well not to. If it works, it works, you know. And if it works on the last project, great. You don't know if it's going to work on the next project because everything changes, and especially with film, every film is like it's a startup, you know, and it will have a lot of different tensions and stresses on it, so you don't quite know how it's going to work. Sometimes I don't, I really don't know if I can, and even when you finish something, you don't know if you've done it justice. I think it takes a couple of years removed from it to understand that maybe you did a good job, but that's the lovely thing about film. You're not working, you may do part of it in isolation, but it's a collaborative process. So all the time the editor or the director, depending on the input, will be guiding you, and you kind of have to trust that. Now, luckily my background is not music, my background is architecture and film and those other things. So my primary concern and that's why I said, what do I do, is I write music for film. My main concern is the film and the images and the subject. And I don't, you say, why do I think I can? I suppose I'm just open to trying it, and I really try never to be precious about the actual music. It's about the drama or the subject on film. And then the music will adapt to whatever that is, That's the notional way I approach it. But I don't have any security in that as being a philosophy, It's just, that's what it is today. It might change tomorrow. Yeah, it's very important. I mean, for years, I think it's probably about 25 years ago that somebody told me that I should join the IMRO, and they send you money for stuff you've done, and I actually thought it was a joke. And I remember getting my first check for, I think it was about £12 for a short film I'd done. And I still have that amazing feeling of it being something that, and the royalties, the collection of royalties, I lived off for many years. And knowing that there's people out there working for you, to get that it's really important, it's really, really important. I mean, there's lots of stuff around it and how it's changed over the last few years. And of course, I think everybody who makes music feels that somehow they're missing out, because you look at YouTube and you see all these things. But sometimes, in a way we can't complain when you do. Sometimes when I get stuff played again or get a check for something that I wrote 15 years ago. So yeah, IMRO is very important.